Welcome back to another video. Today's subject is Clearcoat restoration. And in the context of this video, Clearcoat restoration will be using polish and a buffer of some kind to try to restore the depth, shine, and gloss of your Clearcoat. My test model today is a Toyota Tundra, 2005, 114,000 miles on it. It's been sitting in the direct sunlight for the past X amount of years. Do the math for me. Back end of the tailgate, I've already removed the emblem off of it. Taped it off for two reasons. One, before, after, when I'm done doing it, I've taped off to protect the vinyl from the buffer. I'm using a rotary. Today's model is the Flex. I'm using my favorite polish, the original single product polish. What that means to you and me is that it is one polish to go from heavy defect removal down to a swirl-free finish. Put it right in the center of my pad. I'm gonna dial this up to, there's some speed settings on it, 1500 RPMs, which is speed setting of 4. Place it on the panel. I just infuse the polish into the pad. Okay, let's take a microfiber cloth. Always use a microfiber cloth. They are superior to any other cloth that you're gonna find. Wipe it off. And that looks amazing. Now at this point, because I did use a wool cutting pad, this is a pre-washed wool pad, is the most aggressive type of pad. So based on this color, I really wouldn't have to worry about it at this point. And what I mean by worry is swirl marks or hologramming. So I know I will have it introduced while polishing this back end. Some hologramming can be observable in the right lighting. What I want to do first before I actually move on to a different type of pad is finesse this area. So I did tape it off the handle because plastic, this whole setup, it's not really designed to try to polish plastic. That's not how we restore black plastic trim. Now the great thing with buffers is you can dial them down based on your comfort level, your experience level, so you ultimately remain in control. How much pressure you use, how long you keep it on the material, and your speed setting, your angle of the buffer, so you have a lot of options. More down here, apply a little bit more to my pad. Once you've kind of seasoned your pad, it's not going to take much polish to finesse these little areas. My wool pad cleaning spur. That's how I clean my pad, even though this is not a comprehensive video based on buffing techniques by any means. One thing cool about this pad system at Clearcoat Solutions, it's got a dedicated backing plate. This is a 7.5 inch pad. This is the foam pad, and it's got this hub centering ring system. So there's this ring that's molded into this pad itself. It fits perfectly with this. Hub centric would become an official term. So you just place it in there, bam. No more fiddling with trying to center this precisely. I'm good to go. Once again, the rule is you apply a little in the middle, like that. If I want to finesse it, I might apply a little on the side. Just want to remove this. And yes, I'm working in mostly direct sunlight, so it's collecting a lot of the sun's radiation. It's heating up the surface, but completely safe with this polish. Do I recommend polishing in the sun? Not unless you have to. You're always going to have a better experience regardless of the polish. Even though this is engineered in a way that it's completely safe to polish in direct sunlight, you're always going to have a much better polishing experience on a cool shaded surface. So let's do the big reveal. And once again, this is not a tutorial on correct polishing techniques. What you might notice is that I was kind of hasty about polishing, you know, very like unrefined, for lack of a better word, very unprecise in a lot of ways. So if this is black paint, I would have to apply more caution in this moment. So this paint color is very forgiving. The lighter the paint color, the more forgiving it is. I'm really surprised how well this brought up the shine and luster of this panel. What I have now is the CSI Q7 detailer. This is not your normal detailer for a lot of reasons, which I'm not going to elaborate. I'm just going to use it to clean this stuff up and to prepare the surface for wax, whatever you want to go with next. I just love this product because it's so versatile. I can use it both on the inside and outside of my car. I've got plenty of videos. Always check the links below any video. Let me clean up this back end over here so we can do a closer side by side. Totally safe for plastic, vinyl trim. So let me hover back and forth. Go to the right. You can see my reflection. Go to the left. And right about there, you should be able to pick up the line of demarcation. Before on the left, after on the right. Let's see what else I can capture. How about right up there? See that line? As I hover back and forth, and I'm looking right above the tailgate handle. But wait, there's more, folks, because now I want to take you to this fender well, heavily oxidized, which is not really the proper term when it comes to clear coat. Faded, degraded area where we have complete burnout. It's not truly peeling, but we have probably an area here that hasn't been exposed to the sunlight the entire time as much as directly here. I just want to see what is possible. What if? I've taped it off for protection. There's a little tiny rubber gasket here. Spray a little detailer on there. Clean it up. And it's pretty much what I suspected. It kind of evened out the feel, the texture, but there's definitely some clear coat burnout that is beyond repair, beyond restoration. There is no guarantee. You just don't know until you're getting it. But I just want to use this to highlight an example of what is possible and what is not. I don't care with what polish, what machine, what pad, how much pressure, how much speed, I'm not going to be able to bring this and repair something that's beyond repairable. Let me bring you in closer for your viewing pleasure. So here we have some paint that's still good and presentable, and then as it transitions up here, complete burnout of the clear coat. And I'll show you just how extreme it is. I'm going to show you the roof of this truck. So you see how bad the clear coat damage is. It's about as extreme as it gets. Until the next video, we will see you then.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too.